We're riding on the internet, cyberspace set free. Hello, virtual reality.
Interactive appetite, searching for a website, a window to the world, got to get online.
Take a spin, now you're in with the techno set. You're going surfing on the internet.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Crastinators podcast. How you doing? How you doing, Munchie? How are you doing?
I cannot think of a single worse thing than having only one layer of flesh.
Tom, what's going on with you, dude?
I like Chuck E. Cheese's.
Yeah, we do. Hypocrite, what's up?
Hey guys, follow me on twitter.com/@thehypocrite, youtube.com/hypocrite, youtube.com/giveandtake, Snapchat @thehypocriteman, patreon.com/louisbatten, twitch.tv/giveandtake, youtube.com/giveandgaming for the VODs, hypocriteblog.wordpress.com, and instagram.com/gibogibgibgib. For all my social media things, follow all those right now, bitch!
God damn.
Please follow me at @chuckycheese.com.
Yes, also my Chuck E. Cheese account is to be announced.
We're here to promote our new Chuck E. Cheese social media platform. That's what we're getting into. And Endless Jess, of course, is here as well.
Hey guys, it's me, Five Nights at Freddy's. Who let that faggot Chuck E. Cheese in here? Where's that fucking I hate Chuck E. Cheese more than anything?
Bitch!
I'm the only
I'm
the only mascot pizza parlor for children place around here. There's only big enough for one. I'm good.
Poser.
I'm haunted. You're not even haunted. You're not even fucking haunted. You're just
all this
I'm
and
haunted
more.
with the good times that all
You're
everyone
wholesome.
has. Everyone
You're
likes
wholesome
me. No
and
one
you
likes
suck.
you. People
You're a
like
gay
to-
mouse, a gay little mouse faggot bitch.
Dude.
You
Irony
little
is a purely
bitch.
destructive
All right,
force,
guys.
dude. I'm
All
a
right.
sentimental being.
Guys.
What can I
Fuck
say?
your pizza and fuck you.
Guys, break it up. We gotta save this for the bonus episode, which you can purchase on patreon.com/theprocrastinators.
Yep. Freddy
$5
Fazbear
or
versus
more.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E.
There it'll
Cheese.
be. That's what this month is gonna be. Good job, guys. Everyone, shake hands.
Yep.
It'll print money basically.
I'm not Freddy Fazbear. I'm Five Nights at Freddy's. That's my legal name.
Well, it's great to have you here as always. So our he's going to be a regular, folks. Stick around. So today we're talking about social media.
Yeah.
Social media. So let's see what the old Urban Dictionary has to say about that shit. Social media. Online networks where both adolescents and young adults go to express one of two statements. One, I'm complaining about my boring, shitty life, used as an alternative to actually making life interesting. And two, look how superior my boring, shitty life is to your boring, shitty life. Used to passively belittle the only 250 people the individual knows.
You know,
So there you
Nate,
go.
one time, I want you to go to Urban Dictionary to find that the definition is literally just the word gay. And read that.
Yeah.
It'd just be so much funnier, so much more engaging to me personally.
So much
Yeah.
more sentimental.
One day. I hope we get there someday. So our
The
world
gay
is controlled by
singularity.
social media, right? We're all slaves to it. There's no escaping it. We're like, I've noticed at this point in the way the world works now, like all the building stuff is mostly done. Like the hard lifting and building and putting together stuff is done, and now it's about like optimizing strats, if you know what I mean. It's about like optimizing what you can squeeze out of the other people around you, and that's kind of what social media is. It's about like manipulating people to be into your shit, for good or ill, and it's pretty good. Big fan. I like it. I do it.
I mean, you mean that from the perspective of a content creator trying to spread things. It's not just that. It's also a place for people to subscribe to youtube.com/patreon.com/Ben Saint.
I never got into
various
any
other
social
things.
media.
I like it. It's pretty good. It's the way.
Do you
It's the
use
way of the
Facebook?
future. I hate
Do you use
Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah,
Facebook sucks.
doesn't make any dollars that they give
not
to
true.
me. And therefore,
You need to be a
what
mod.
good are they?
But then again, if you were a mod, then you'd be doing it for free. So that doesn't.
Mod
matter.
VP guys, did you ever hear about that one social media platform called www.4chan.com? It's really funny,
Yes.
guys. It really makes me feel happy. I like to talk about games I've never played before and make fun of them.
Should we define exactly what we're going to talk about? Are we talking about like the platform, or are we talking about our experiences with using it as a content creator
think we're
to
gonna-
spread our
I don't
message?
even know.
We're
I don't
going to talk
even know.
about the worth of it and specific websites individually.
Who do you
and
think
how they're
wins
cool.
in a fight, like a cancer fight?
Chuck E.
Right.
Cheese.
between like anime avatars on Twitter and like religious relatives on Facebook.
Religious relatives all the time.
Who
Because
wins in a
they
fight?
actually own
Definitely the
guns.
religious
They
guys.
own the power to be
Right.
like real people.
Yeah, they're real people, whereas the anime avatar people are, like whiny internet.
Well, you
people.
see, I'm going to
That's
say
who
the
they are.
anime avatar people because they're literally, there's no end to them. Like, the people on, like the religious family members, if you block enough of them, you'll run out of family members. But the anime avatars, they just keep coming, man. You squash one and like 50 more take their place.
Every second around the world, 50 million anime avatars are born.
And you can stop this if you dial this 1-800 number for 1-800 anime avatar genocide to kill them all in their homes while their parents watch them with a gun and or a sword.
588chuckycheese.com. Please donate to Chuck E. Cheese
Chuck E.
Patreon
Cheese
and we will destroy anime.
find these people. Chuck E. Cheese will come into these people's houses and he'll show them who's the original scarier than Five Nights at Freddy. He'll jump out at them with a sword and a
What if we don't even
knife.
have to do that? What if we just, bite the bullet and talk to our religious family members and tell them that all these anime avatars are like atheists and against God, and then they'll
Right.
take their guns and
Yes.
kill them themselves. And we don't
Oh
have
my
to do
god,
anything.
all the division from all of your friends and family on Facebook. If only they knew about the anime avatars on Twitter, they could band together
Right.
and it would all be good again.
It'd be just like the ending of Watchmen, where they, we save the infighting between humanity by giving them a greater evil enemy.
Yes,
the anime
in
avatar.
order
Oh
to
my
fix
God.
one social media platform, you have to band them together against a different social media platform.
Yep.
It's the perfect scheme, and it'll never fail. There's no way it can backfire.
That actually is really good because that reminded me of something. The other day I was thinking about how I'm going to remake Watchmen, but I'm going to replace every character with like different sauces. So you got like Worcestershire sauce, you got like ketchup, you got A1, and so that like the film starts out normal, but then over the course of time, each character has their like own like composite layer, and I just add more and more sauce to them each time, and I just watch them go to the point and at the end of the film, it's basically all just A1 sauce, and you can't see anything.
Unfortunately, Munchie, the greatest remake/parody of Watchmen already exists. Some website literally made a version of Watchmen that starred Hillary Clinton.
Oh my
after the election
fucking
of Donald
God.
Trump.
What the fuck?
I'm not joking. This is something that exists.
What-
But how much
character is
sauce
she?
is there?
There's a lot of sauce, dude.
like-
it's
is
Hillary
she
Clinton
Blue
just on the
sauce.
sauce.
Yeah.
Is she
I-
white, or is she like Owlman, or is she?
No,
I
she's
just-
she's Dr. Manhattan, my friend. She's
Okay.
the enlightened one.
Is,
Oh,
is Trump,
the
is
blue,
Trump
the blue
Rorschach?
penis,
Yeah, she's
the
the-
blue penis pill.
Traps aren't gay,
Is Trump
guy.
Rorschach?
I get it.
just
It
wanna know
makes
who
so much
Rorschach is.
sense.
It's
I-
cool as shit.
To be on topic, I have a thing we could all talk about since we're
No.
no. I know you hate me, but
Enough. Okay.
but we are of a generation, maybe Munchie less so, but we grew. No,
Munchie's just less of a person than any of us. Let's be real.
No, I mean like we grew up before
Yeah.
social media, and now it's fucking everywhere. And we're a transitional generation. We've seen it come
yeah.
into existence, and now it's
we're
everywhere.
We're the
and
last ones who will ever know what we've lost as a species and
It's
can never
true.
get back. We're
Yeah,
the last
and-
living
It's
true.
souls.
And I'm wondering how everyone got into social media, whether you resisted it at first, or what did you first make a social media account on? How'd that all go?
The first social media account I ever made was on a Pokemon fan forum, and I used to roleplay on it all the time.
Sick, dude.
It
That's
was
sick.
so fucking. That's where I got my name, Bros.
I guess I would
Slash
say
B
the,
Bros. I love
oh,
social
yeah,
media. So good.
I guess I would say the first thing I ever did was I remember back in the day signing up for AIM, AOL Internet Messenger, and that's where I came up with my legendary name I've been using, Mega Man X1331. That will use
Yeah.
until the day I die. I know it's dope, right?
Oh my
I mean,
God.
other than that,
brand
I
ending.
never got into
remember-
Facebook. Yeah.
I remember the original social media in my day was, simultaneously the best and worst place in the world, Gaia Online, which was like this
shit.
big, like retarded anime, video game, everything forum for dumb little teenager nerds. And you just like the whole it ran on this like really like malicious addicting like coin system
It did.
where like all of your posts gave you like a penny, and for like $1,000 you could like buy clothes for your little avatar, and it hooked you,
You know what
man.
this means, Jesse? You were the original anime avatar social media account.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
It was
Yeah.
inside of me all along.
Ban me! Somebody get me out of here! Get me out of myself!
Did any of you guys ever use MySpace? Because I totally skipped over that.
I did, not really because I wanted to. I just had like friends who were like, I remember my friends sat me down and made me a MySpace account, and then 2 years later sat me down and made me a Facebook account, despite the fact that I didn't want any of it. Probably the only social media account I like signed up for back in the day because I wanted to was DeviantArt, because I drew shit and I was like, this is cool. And
you got social media raped, dude. You got raped.
Yeah, multiple times, and that's why I'm the fucked up person I am today.
I had a MySpace account, I'm pretty sure. It was for a brief time because I only got into it like shortly before like Facebook came and like completely steamrolled it.
Right.
But for a while I did have a MySpace account. I'm sure that it's really like cringy and horrible because it was from when I was like 17 or 18 or whatever. Exactly. But you know, I always
that,
think
like,
back
archived?
sometimes.
Didn't you have like an archive of that? I think I've seen it.
Well, I wish I did because like, you know, I was thinking back on it, like, man, I'd like to see my old MySpace page. I'd like to see like some of the weird cringy like messages I sent back and forth to fucking like girls and stuff. So I was trying, and like I can't remember my login for shit. I can't remember how to even get into it. So it's just lost to the annals of history forever.
Upsetting.
I was never really like into social media. It took a long time for me because I didn't have friends and I was like a gay. So you know, I didn't know MySpace. I skipped over that. Facebook was like becoming huge, and it was actually my mum who pressured me to get it because she saw that people could make friends on it, and she's like, you know, you could talk to your friends on this thing. So I'm like, fine, I guess I'll get Facebook, and now I have Facebook, and I have never used it really. I just occasionally people upload photos of me, and then I can see, oh cool, that's what I look like at that moment in time. But I mean, really, the earliest like online interaction account that I ever set up was either Club Penguin or RuneScape, and I think it might have been Club Penguin, which is sad because it's dead and everything ever is of it is gone.
Download the app, bro. Download the app.
I did download the app.
Bro, download the app.
How's how is the app?
I undownloaded it because one, it's gay, and two, it's like incredibly limiting, and you need to pay for anything to happen. You know, and it doesn't feel right because like it's not even that I care about having a penguin game to play. It's just the memory of that being like the first time I've ever talked to people on the internet. RuneScape is still around though, so that's cool. But
You said, hello, I'm a baby. Please nurture me. And someone said ASL.
It was me.
yeah.
That's the first time you ever met.
Okay, so like I just logged into my old Gaia Online account.
Oh yes.
And whoever's editing this, when you do the pictures of us in the corner, I definitely want my Gaia Online profile pic, my avatar as my picture on this one, because it's the fucking sweetest avatar in the history of the world. Everyone's gonna see how cool and edgy and cool I am.
I think I actually have seen. It wasn't your MySpace I've seen. I've seen your Gaia Online before.
That's fucking perfect. We should all put our worst fucking avatars possible from like our old.
good idea.
I don't even know I have
Mine's
like
the
a
best.
really
Mine is a masterpiece. It's 100% good. I'm not even being ironic. I think think I'm being sincere when I say that it's probably legitimately cool.
Hey, so let's talk about something about social media that you see a lot. Let's talk about social media hipsters, as in the people who just like reject it entirely and say
that was
like,
me
oh,
for a
it's
while.
useless. Yeah, like I remember feeling that way about Twitter for a long time, and it only changed when like I started doing YouTube stuff and was like, oh, okay, like I guess I'll figure it out because might be a useful way to talk to people.
I mean, really, I was like a social hipster. Like I thought social. I didn't have a phone until I was like right now. I just bought a phone right now.
Oh Jesus.
Like I've never I didn't have any sort of contact with human beings until I was 20.
Well,
so
like, how appropriate is it?
You see the results.
How old do you think, like, I've been thinking about this actually myself, like, at what age would I give, like, a kid of mine, like, their own smartphone and, like, connect them to this giant network of fucking shit out here?
I would
what's, like,
say
appropriate for that?
16, 15.
You can't though. That's the problem.
12,
Like,
14.
the problem, because like it's interesting you mentioned this because I have a younger sister who is only 15 right now, so I have seen this play out in real time as someone who is 10 years removed from her generation and can observe it. Like, my parents were super hesitant to like cave into all this like technology and shit, but like you need it now. Like she needed a laptop at like 11, and like all her friends are on social media and using phones like now, like at 12.
That's what they want, so, man. Like, that's what the corporate elites have made this world into. What they want to turn our kids into degenerates as early as possible.
They'll be googling BBC before you know it, dude. It's all downhill. It's all downhill from here.
That actually reminds me how my mom forced me to love Sonic the Hedgehog even though I didn't want to.
Yeah? Tell me the tale, dude. Tell me the tale.
So in kindergarten, I would take like...
You poor fucking child. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
That's abuse. Forget Daddy of 5. This is like real abuse.
This is real shit. So in kindergarten, I would like take a bus and I had to like walk a little bit. So my mom was like, "Here, you need like a flip phone," and so she got me a flip phone. And it was fucking sick. And I would whip it out during school and I would pretend it was my dick and say, "Hey, I'm gonna call fucking Obama, assholes," and they'd be like, "Oh my god." They'd be like, "Oh my god, that's some sauce, bro. That's some serious sauce."
Just too powerful, dude.
Yeah.
Too powerful.
So anyway, it was just like a phone. Like before phones were everything, they were just phones. Right. Like they were like imagine like just like the phone little square thing, and that's what it was.
I don't understand.
The little square iPhone little thing you click on, and then it's like, oh, that's what it's. You can only call things. That's the only thing you can do. Is you can just talk to people. It's disgusting. I can't think of a single worse thing than talking to another human. Anyway,
I agree.
But there was one thing. There was one thing that like my mom was like, you know what you need to do something. Here, you should get a game on your phone, and it'll be really fun, dude. And I'm like, but I hate video games. All I want to do is fucking hang around people who I don't know's house and go through their fucking garbage. God damn! But then she downloaded fucking Sonic 1 on my mobile phone. Now keep in mind, this is not like this phone size is like the size of like half of a fucking iPhone. Like really small, like I can barely see anything. And there's like there was no like backlight, so I'm playing like Game Boy Advance, no backlight, like Sonic 1 with on a fucking tiny screen, not even using like a game controller, just using like the number pad and like arrows. And that's how I played and beat Sonic 1 for the first time. And because I was so fucking shit, I literally I toiled and fucking mined and like starved to death on Marble Zone Act 2 for fucking years, and I couldn't get past it until like 2 years later, right before I'm about to like get like my first actual real good guy smartphone. I decided to like spend like 72 hours just finally beating Sonic 1. And that's how I did it. That's my story about how my mom is a mind break dojin and she forced me to like Sonic even though I didn't want to.
You forgot to mention that she also forced your ringtone to be the Sonic sound and made the background Sonic and made all your contact Sonic pictures.
Look at this sweet fucking Gaia boy. Look at this.
Okay, let's see
this hero, this macho
Holy shit.
stud.
Oh, God fucking damn. I have never seen a man more powerful than this dude.
The fucking galaxy behind him. Holy shit.
We need to play Gaia Online, guys. We need to all play Gaia Online.
Jesse's Christ consciousness was fucking insane.
The Christ consciousness levels of that.
Is that a little happy potato in the bottom left?
It's a little chick. It's a little chicken chick.
Okay. I'm getting mad fucking ore from this guy. Like this guy obviously fucked up making. He obviously fucked up making like a Merkaba, and now his like chakras are inverted, and he's like a totally like male dominated brain. So he just knows how to plunder puss. That's all he's ever known. He's just in a bitter puss famine, and all he knows is bitter puss starvation, and he's just trying to fucking sling it whenever and all possible. He's like at a level like seven Christ consciousness. He's fucking up there. He's ready.
How do I get back to the man I once was?
He's his own beast now, Jesse. You can't control him. You aren't him. He's his own person.
We split apart. This fall from grace when I stopped using Gaia Online.
I just noticed he has a cane too. He's a sword and a cane and a fucking nebula behind him.
Those goddamn
He's a fucking galactic pimp.
God, when we went back to My Little Pony, it wasn't far enough. We have to go backer.
We have to go back to being in wombs. That's the only time
He's
we
like
felt
a
anything.
combination of like a pimp and a celestial warrior and a school shooter and a god.
and a Kingdom Hearts and a
Kingdom Hearts,
Keyblade.
Yeah. God.
He's
damn.
so like, oh my god, he's just gonna ream some fucking dreams with that. You can fucking
God, he
tell.
slammed so much puss. He like opened a rift in the universe behind him.
I don't know.
It's-
I don't know what that background is, but it looks like he's like really tiny, standing on the top of a table in some kitchen,
Yeah.
Oh, it kind of does. It
and
looks like
and he's got a
table
tiny
in Alice in
galaxy.
Wonderland.
Just
Yeah, I don't know
he-
what the background is, like why it's like a weird kitchen thing. I don't know if you can change that, but I definitely I made sure to put the fucking celestial warp hole behind me.
Yes.
He's 1 inch, but his density is like the same as our sun.
Yeah, because that celestial warp hole, that that's where I was born from and where I will return to one day, God willing. If you all pledge enough to my Patreon.com/endlessjess, I can become that man again. Please, this is my dream.
That like universe in the background is the endless.
Yes, it's the
Whoa.
source of my power.
God damn. That's,
Oh my
that's
fucking
deep as
god.
fuck.
His hat too.
Man,
oh my
I can't
god.
wait for Ben
Dude,
not to edit
if-
his picture in, and everyone is like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
Yeah.
No, Ben, you son of a bitch!
God damn it. Why do we even bother? Why don't we just hire a big old monkey from the fucking zoo to do our taxes? What is wrong with you?
Why don't we just get that son of a bitch Donkey Kong to do it?
Yeah.
Make him prove his worth for once.
Save
Pull his own
my
weight.
papa.
The most useless member of the Procrastinators, fucking Donkey Kong. I'm sick of his
He
shit.
never shows up, and he only was interested when we started doing the Patreon. Like, that's the only reason he's fucking here. He's only in it for the fucking money. We just need to fucking kick him. Donkey Kong, what the fuck?
He's that greedy. It's all about the fucking banana horde with him. That's all he talks about. That's all I hear about. His precious fucking banana horde. He's just in it for those Patreon nanners. And and you know what? The rest of us need money, Donkey Kong, okay? He converted the Patreon to only pay us in bananas, and that's not working for anyone but him.
Per
and
banana.
it's a fucking crime.
Though I cannot think of a single worse thing than talking about social media. I
Yeah.
cannot think of
Yeah,
like
I
the
really
worst
wish
thing
you were doing
possible.
I've been
Fucking
trying to
Chuck E.
think of.
Cheese
I've been trying to
instead.
think desperately of anything interesting to say about it. And
Okay,
It-
I
it-
have
really
I
the
have a
only-
point. I have
okay.
a point
Yeah,
I could bring up about
please,
social
Tom.
media. Okay, do you? So because everyone except for possibly Munchie was around before social media, do you find
Right.
that it's incredibly frustrating that social media has completely transformed our like perceptions of success and audience and like our perceptions of talent and skill and all that shit?
Oh, yes.
Because I feel like
I-
because of social media, like now I feel like pressured to like be famous almost or like be successful. Because like back in the day, like it was just like you did shit and like you kind of put it out there for your community and like if your like, that was like the length like the reach of your social kind of like perceptions. But now with social media, like celebrities can be like anybody sitting on their couch doing whatever. So like it's like celebrity used to be like this kind of like
Yeah.
separate thing where like you weren't, but now it's anybody. So it's like, well, why am I not like have 1 million subscribers and like all this shit? Because like there's no excuse now for me not to do it. And like this is and we've like kind of changed our perception of like skill and ability because you go online and all these exceptions to the rule and like these great people kind of rise to the top and that kind of changes what that kind of feels like the new norm because that's all you see. So it's just like, why am I not that good? Why am I not that famous? Why am I not that successful? And it's just
It's like if you don't even have 100,000 subscribers, it's like you're not anything.
Right.
You're just,
And it's
Well,
like,
I don't worry so much about how it's changing our perception of like fame or success. I worry about like how it's changing our perception of each other as human beings and even of ourselves because we all have this like everyone in the world now has this alter ego that they sell to the world via social media. And like the people you see, like if there's anyone in your life who you know on social media and also off social media, it's like the social media person is not them. It's not even like remotely them. Nobody online is even close to their like you go on Facebook, like, you know, you've got friends on Facebook and you see them posting like political shit all the time just because that's all there is to talk about on Facebook. So they're just posting this inane, annoying political shit. They're getting in arguments and like anyone they look like on Facebook, they just look like annoying assholes to you who you would never talk to. And you look at this person who you know as a human being. You're like, this is not you. This is not this person.
Yeah.
The real version of this person doesn't give a fuck about this. It's only on social media.
Dude, let me tell you about that real quick, because I've had a couple experiences that relate to this, and it's so I went skydiving a couple of years ago just for fun, and I went by myself purely for the joy of doing it, because I was really interested in trying it, and I also want to die. But so I went and did it, and but like the thing about it that was really interesting to me was how like the big theme that dominated this whole place was like, hey guys, you know, buy the pictures that we're going to take of you while you're doing it. Don't you want to upload this to your fucking Facebook? Don't you want to, like, tweet about this to everybody? Like, that's what we know. That's why you're here, right? You're here so you can put this on fucking Facebook and show everyone how cool you are, which you're actually not. You're just doing this so that you can look cool online. Like, so many people were just there for that reason. And then just the other day, I was at the Creation Museum, where it's just my favorite place because I love Jesus. Yeah. And, like, I did this zipline thing. My parents were in town. We did this zipline thing, and it was super fun. But again, like, there was just so much, like, there were all these pictures they automatically take, and they're just trying to shill you on, like, buying the pictures, obviously, so that you can post to social media, so that you can look cool and, like, feel like a cool boy. It's just, God, like, that's what I resent about social media. How it's got people so focused on, like perception of each other as opposed to actually doing things that are actually fun and interesting. God, it's the worst.
It's always weird for me to think about stuff like that, because, like, I've never really used social media in the way that a lot of people just, you know, they use it. They take pictures of things where they've been, what food they're eating, you know, just, you know, retweeting, reblogging, like, things that they see or agree with. Like, I don't do that because I have been primarily a creative person on the internet. I've been making stuff. I put stuff out there to be shown. And it's the same basic principle. Like, I like attention. I like people to say, good job. But for people who don't create stuff for the internet, it's like a totally different side of you know, of existence. Just being there. I can't really understand exactly what they're going through. Like, I get the basic, like, they just want to feel like people like them, but I don't know what their purpose is, like what they expect to get out of something like, oh, you got like a ton of followers now. Does that mean you're famous? Does that mean you're popular?
Social currency. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a social, it's a currency. People, they want attention and love and stuff like everybody else, but they're doing it in a very passive way. They're not really trying, but they don't feel. I don't know whether they feel like it's like something they're doing actively and failing at if they're not famous, or whether they just do it because they don't realize that you don't need to.
Well, I think a lot of people just enjoy any kind of feedback. Like, for a lot of people, I'm sure, like, one like on whatever they post is, you know, something to make them happy. And I admit, like, I totally do this as well. So I'm not trying to, like, excuse myself. Like, I think a lot of this just appeals to, like, base human instincts to, like, feel happy when people give a shit about you in any capacity. And the fact that social media has changed the game so that the entire world, like, can focus on whatever you're trying to do, you know, it's going to change the way we go about this shit. But, like, you know, I tweet pictures of funny things I see, mostly because I think they're funny. But like at the base level, like, yes, I'm trying to, like, I guess, like, get love, you know, like to feel like people give a shit about me, which is why I post things from my day that I enjoy.
I do that stuff as well. Like, I think of something to say, I record it or I take a picture of it, but it always goes back to, like, making, I don't know, some sort of video, so making it presentable. And I, you know, like, compared to just throwing it out there with nothing. And I'm not trying to say, like,
true. You make puns all the time that aren't related to videos or anything.
Well, not that. I mean, like, say if I have, like, a vlog idea, like I have a point I want to make, I wouldn't just make it. I would put it in a vlog on Give and Take that would either have something else in it or, well, actually, I don't know. Maybe I'm gay. Maybe I don't know what I'm saying.
It sounds like you're making a distinction kind of between, like, I guess, this kind of not important things that people.
Yeah, that's the thing I was about to say. Like, I'm not saying I'm more important because I put more effort into the things I say, but I feel like I don't understand the mindset exactly of people who just, you know, throw stuff out there. I don't know whether they enjoy it or whether they even consider
I don't think
it being better.
Anyone really enjoys it. I think everyone, like, feels like
obligated,
like, just like an empty zombie feeling, but, like, they're just, like, addicted to, like, this disturbing endorphin rush of, like, all day constantly selling yourself for it. Like we're just
would
endorphin whores now. We need it. We need that rush.
Would anyone in the world rather like make a tweet and get like, I don't know, let's say like 1,000 likes, you know, and a bunch of comments? Would anyone prefer that to like having a good friend that they go spend like a few hours with? Like, which of those sounds more appealing to people?
It's just like this weird drug that people like. I think nobody's like in love with social media. Like at most, people tolerate it or accept it. I think deep down inside, we all feel the same way about it. That's why, like, Black Mirror is such a successful show, because deep inside, we all know that this shit is fucked up. We just can't do anything about it. We can't pull ourselves away from it as a society. Like,
it seems harmless, and it kind of is, but it's just like it's like a cumulative, like, over time. You forget why you started doing it. It's like it's supposed to be like a nice addition to life, to be able to talk to your friends when they're not there. And then it sort of becomes, you know, a replacement for it, or it takes over your real life, or it just makes you forget what you're doing.
It's freaky and it's sad. Like I remember, like I had this friend who was like really going through a hard time and like really depressed, and like, you know, like we'd sit and talk and like we'd like connect as humans, and she'd talk about like how sad she is and like, you know, like real stuff. But then like I'd see her posting on social media constantly, and it's all these like happy, like, look at me, selling yourself, smiling, fake fucking posts, because that's what you have to do. And it's just like, this can't be healthy. This is fucked up. That we have to constantly sell ourselves as these people with good lives when all of our lives are secretly terrible. Like, you're not allowed to be sad on social media, because then you become that guy. Nobody wants to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have been that guy, but I feel like I have just been that guy. There's nothing more to that. I have been that guy. I feel like occasionally it's okay, but it's always like dangerous. Like, you feel bad, but you don't want to talk to anybody because you've already talked to them recently about how you feel bad. So then you're just stuck thinking like, well, I mean, this has happened to me. Like, if I didn't have any, like, doubts, I would be posting constantly about sad things. But I don't. I keep it all bottled up. But then I don't have anyone in real life to go and talk to about it. So I don't know what to do. It's just one of those things. It's just gay. I don't like it.
Well, being sad in the modern age, it has gotten like worse than being sad used to be for all of human history, because like social media has like worked against us to compound all these feelings of anxiousness and loneliness, and like it's because you just
not
to mention there's nothing worse than feeling lonely when it looks like everyone else is having like this fantastic, wonderful life, and like even though it may be a lie, but it looks that way, and it's just.
I think I know why that it is that when you post something like, "Oh man, life sucks," and it goes on Twitter, it stays on there. Like, you have to delete it. You have to actively delete it. If you're out with a friend and you're like, "Man, I'm feeling sad," and they're like, "Oh, what's up, buddy?" and then you talk to them, and then it's done, and then, you know, they don't have to constantly know that it's there or see it occasionally again. People aren't constantly, you know, learning of it of the first time. Like, social media it's very fleeting, but it's still sort of permanent.
This like entire new obstacle to human interaction. Like it took me this long in my life to master regular face-to-face human interaction, but now there's like a whole new set of rules where like if I want to talk to somebody, like especially about something serious, like if I'm sad or like if I want to, you know, like you pull their fucking name up in the little box and you just like stare at it like, okay, how in the fuck do I start this like what do you even say in that little box? I don't know how to start a box conversation on Facebook. It's the most nerve-wracking thing in the world. Like, hi, what's up, can I talk to you? You can't do it. And then, you know, there's that ever-present fucking fear that you're just gonna get that scene. It's just gonna say scene for like 48 hours, and then you're just dangling from a fucking, like, a fish hook. Like, what did I say wrong? What did I do? All I said was hi. It's a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare.
It's interesting the way that, like, those kind of...
Had the situation. I have a Facebook, but I never use it. So like my social media experiences, I only talk to people that I don't interact with in like real life on a daily basis. So like I don't have that weird perception of like trying to interact with like people I know in real life online.
Man.
For me, it's very separate. Like people.
That fucking message box and that fucking like check scene has made it 1,000 times harder to like reach out. It's become worse than it's ever been in human history.
Yeah.
There's no more like calling someone on the phone and just talking. There's no more just, you know, you just can't. Because it's going to say seen for 78 hours, and you're going to feel bad for that long because they're busy doing something, and you know in your rational mind that life is just hectic for everybody, and everyone, you know, like, I can't respond to a message. Nobody likes responding to a message, and that's part of why you feel bad messaging in the first place. So you know that, like, it's nothing personal probably, but you don't care. Your lizard brain, your fucking fearful amygdala fucking animal part of you is sitting there curled up in a corner, you know, like, they hate me. They want me to die. They're never going to talk to me again. They just want me why is this guy talking to me? And I'm just going to fucking kill myself with a gun.
It's anxiety that's preying on you when you're already at a low point.
Did I ever tell you guys
it's an anxiety machine. That's what these things do. I think they do it on purpose. I think they're trying to like fuck up our brains.
They know.
They know what they're doing.
Well, yeah, like, they know that this system is in place. They must have heard, like, you know, this is a criticism. Like, sure, I guess there are advantages, too, but, you know, it inherently creates this problem as well. And let me tell you guys, this story I had about this. So when I was in high school, I knew this girl, and she was kind of weird, but she was very, I don't know, interested in me. And, I don't know, we eventually went our separate ways. But, like, a couple years later, I just get a message from her on Facebook, and this is when I still used it in college sometime, and it just said, like, hey, what's up, or something along those lines. And I looked at it, and I was like, I do not want to talk to this person, and so I went off to do other things. And, like, a day later or something, I get this fucking message from her again. It's like this giant wall of text calling me a fucking piece of shit. Like, I think I'm so much better than her. Like, I can't be bothered to talk to this girl. It's too much trouble for me to go out of my way to talk to this girl who cared about me so much in high school or some shit like that. And so, like, it's all because she saw the scene message. She knew that I had seen this and chose not to respond. And as a result, she felt all these horrible feelings. And I didn't want her to feel that way, but what could I do? That was Facebook who did that. And just to finish it off, like, I get a message like a year later. Like, I believe that was still mad. And just like, you know, okay, I'm still mad about you not responding, but, you know, maybe we can get over this. And then I believe like a year after that or so, she's like, okay, you know what? I forgive you. So thank you, young lady, for that narrative arc. I'm glad. You feel
sorry,
better.
I spaced out there for a second. I was farming my turnips that I have in my house, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to
Damn
over
it,
roast them.
Mushy! I've told you 1,000 times. Turnip time is not podcast time.
I can't put my turnips on wait. Then they'll see the box that says "seen" and they'll know that I'm ignoring them. I have to tend to them immediately. Yeah. Anyway, the worst thing in the world, even more than the checkmark scene box, is when you're just minding your own business and you get the and then you check your phone, and then like your brain doesn't even process each word. You just see like whoever the fuck huge piece of text. Like you just see like a paragraph, and you know shit's about to fucking hit the fan, and that you are going to die.
No good person has ever written that much in a message in the history of the world. There's something terrible coming.
It's just
The worst was like before the smartphones, when like it would say like text message 1/7. Oh boy.
Oh my fucking god.
And you always like to think that, you know, you don't do it to other people, but it's impossible to not do it. It's just everything you don't do affects people, and everything you do is really terrible. Mm-hmm. It's just constantly like death. I just don't.
It's constantly death. Yes. Everything's bad.
There's a few moments that I can recall where like reading a big thing like that, like, oh no, this is the exact worst thing you could have said. It made me literally sick. Yeah. I was just like, no, I threw my phone on the bed and I jumped out the window and I'm dead. I fell into a pile of poop. It's just horrible. Every single time.
Sometimes even worse than long paragraphs are just messages that are just like, oh, or like, That just like one just like noise messages, just so you know. Like,
I just wish that like I just wish that there was a way to get better at it, so that you could just like make people feel better in text. But it's so difficult because you can't like you could send them a little emoticon saying, hug, but it's not the same as a hug. It's not the same as it's not the same as sometimes sometimes people just need to vent in front of you, and you don't need to say anything. You just need to be there, and they need to know that you're listening. And you can't do that in text. If you ignore them, they think you're ignoring them, and if you say something, then they think you have something to say. I don't know. It's just fucking.
I mean, yeah, we could talk about the weakness of, like, text as a medium in general. Because, do you guys ever get this? Like, there's some people I talk to in a very specific, like, cadence. Like, I'll always put, just for whatever reason, some people I talk to, I always put, like, lol at the end of my sentences. So if I ever don't put lol, it looks like I'm fucking pissed. And this is real. You guys must have something like this. Yeah, like, you box yourself into this this sort of thing. Or, like, you always put a smiley face, so if you don't, you look mad as fuck. It's just, I fucking hate writing text and talking online that way. So limited, so bullshit. Thank God emoticons make things better, at least a little bit.
You can't. There's no. You can't understand like context and stuff with text.
Yeah, they won't know my cadence that I'm using in my words. Like when I called you a big dick nig, like that was ironic. Don't you understand?
Right. It's super fucked up. And there's a bunch. There's like, I mean, everyone has this when you've said something in jest or you said something as a joke and they take it seriously. You're like, no, like fuck, and then it like totally like changes the tone of the entire conversation.
Then you have to fucking backtrack and explain yeah.
And then you're just like fuck, and then like any kind of energy that was going is just gone, and then it's just like, oh, I guess I'll talk to you later. And
you know what? I'm glad things like Snapchat and Twitter video and YouTube and all this are around, so that at least there's audio, at least there's video and audio that people are communicating with more nowadays, instead of just texts and emails and messages. If people are doing that more often, if the internet is getting better at handling video in large quantities, then that would be better for everyone, I think.
Agreed.
All that being said, you guys are all whining social media is fine, it doesn't matter. There's no problem.
Well, I mean, there is the fact that it's inescapable.
Of course he would say that.
Yeah, he's indoctrinated.
He's a symptom of this fucked system. It created him. He was birthed from the fucking wireframe res dimension of the net.
First, I was nothing. Then I was a tweet. I was birthed out of a tweet.
You're like the roadkill on the information superhighway.
Oh, that reminds me, dude. Okay, fucking going back to that one thing Nate said about how like people want to take your picture and like use it to like profile you, like racially profile you.
Yeah, that's what I said. Right, right.
So one time I walked into a fucking Mexican restaurant and I was like I was looking like a used Band-Aid Sultan, motherfuckers. I was ready to expend no expenses. And I was ready to throw my green no matter where. And up comes this fucking like hunchback of carne asada. She comes up and she's like, "Yes, can I take a picture? You have to pay for it." And I fucking I punted her in the next fucking week. She's gone. That's my social media story.
Where did this happen? Where was this?
This was my Mexican zone.
Oh, right. Okay.
The zone where
like the Twilight Zone, but Mexican.
Yeah, I don't like this. Like the thing that bothers me the most of this shit is this like industry that's sprung up around like supporting people's social media addictions in that way. Like that seems not good. That's a bad thing to me in my humble opinion.
Yeah, it's
like
it's
no one's action should be motivated primarily by wanting to look cool on social media. You can do that as a consequence. That's fine. I just don't like that it's too focused on.
Yeah, that's the problem. You guys are you're just thinking about it too much. Just don't use social media for anything other than just like, I'm thinking about this. I guess I'll just say it. It's not like the goal should never be social media. Just use it if you want to, and if you don't want to, then
it's not just like the social.
Do it, bitch.
It's not just the social media like websites, like things like Discord as well. It's still the problem with text is bad for communicating.
Oh, well, sure. Then yeah.
So like a lot of the time it's just worse than being there in person. But of course it's necessary because you can't be there in person because I don't live in the same country as any of you people. I would have never known any of you if it not for the social media. So like it's obviously good that it connects the world, but it's terrible because we're connected in a weird robotic, not real human way.
I would challenge that a little bit, and I would say that yes, like we absolutely, like we came to know each other through YouTube, which I would say counts as a social media
the thing
platform.
about the YouTube is that it's video. It's that we could hear each other, and we did podcasts. It was more real than just text and comments and things like that.
Yeah, I just like, would our complaint mostly be about like the problematic nature of like just using text and not having context or something?
I would say it's more than that. I mean, the text is a huge fucking problem. Because, like, it doesn't matter what medium it is. If you're communicating through text...
Delete language. Abolish language.
I actually I do kind of hate the spoken word, and the written word for that matter. They're both bullshit. But, like, I was going to say that... Oh, God, I'm looking at this picture of this big-titted bitch, and I forgot what I was going to say.
Social
never mind.
media.
Goddamn social media distracted me from the shit I was trying to say. Yeah, I don't know. It's gay, but, like, I would say that the way that we talk to each other now, like using Discord the way we do now, just to like you stay in contact with each other and like be friends. That's not like the same as social media per se. That's a different.
Well, it's not, but it's just
social media is like the way people relate to like the mass audience of the people out there. Like that's as opposed to like one-on-one.
Because you said like the first social network thing you signed up for was AIM, and I don't think AIM was social media. Because that was more about connecting you with people that you already knew. Like social media is when you kind of like try and project yourself out into an audience. I feel,
that's true.
And try and.
That's the definition I'm using, Tom.
All right, Tom. Shit in my mouth a little more, Tom. I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to make a distinction. All right.
But you're right. You're right.
I don't know. It's so. I think the weirdest thing for me is just like how. Like there's these huge corporations now that like are subsisting on everyone's desire for attention.
Yeah.
Like Facebook
is.
Like I mean I always knew that Facebook was like fucked up, but like when you realize how Facebook makes its money, like it's just advertising, like that's how they make their money, and the reason they have all these fields for you to put in is because you're being logged into an advertising database. Like the scariest thing for me ever, because like I'm doing like all this research on like business and stuff, is when I found out about Facebook ads. And like if you use the Facebook ad manager, it's the scariest fucking thing in the world, because it just taps into everyone's profiles. You just type in whatever you want. It's like here are like 7 million people that are exactly the specifications you're looking for, and you can pay 10 cents to shove ads in their face. And like that's how they make all their money. And it's like super fucking weird how they've taken your personal life and like are making money off of it. It's super fucked up.
I mean, it makes sense logically. I get the business side of it. I just don't like it.
Right. Well, that's the whole thing. It totally makes sense. And
like
that's why like if I was ever gonna like start selling a product, I'd use Facebook ads because it totally makes sense.
Right.
But like it's still like fucking evil and like really creepy.
When are ads going to die? I have never bought anything.
The only time will be if we completely change like the nature of the economic system of the country. That's the only way that advertisement would ever stop.
The only things like I ever buy is when I type in Google for something that I need and I find it and then I research it a bit and then I buy it. Usually because it's an electronic something or other. But like an ad for like I don't know, maybe even something I'd like oh look, Mario Kart 3. Like a new one, go play it on your Switch. I'm like, well,
it's
I play video games, but I'm the right demographic. But I'm trying to watch a video right now. I don't give a shit.
There's more to advertising than just like saying like here's the thing, go buy it. It's planting the seed that you might want in the future in your head. So like now you're aware that Mario Kart 3 for Wii Switch exists or Nintendo Switch exists, and so like in the future, like when you're thinking about like what's a game that I might want to get? I mean that one looked okay. Maybe I'll do that. It's about like the long term game I think when it comes to.
It's about implanting like brand recognition in you like subconsciously like. Everybody knows about the Galaxy S8 because you've seen it everywhere. So like it's just like in your brain.
I didn't know it until just now. I'm starting to think maybe you're an ad. I'm starting to think I'm being
buy the Galaxy S8 from Amazon.com with my affiliate link.
Hey guys, welcome to the new Rebel Pixels. Please give me quarters.
Oh, by the way, that was an excellent time to debut what I've decided is your new nickname, Tom, and it's Tom Cintiq Alternative Oliver. That's you. That's you from now on.
That's totally fine.
That's good.
That's a nice pre-packaged meme there. You got there. You got there on a silver platter.
I don't even get it, and I'm proud of not getting it because it means I'm one less into the internet thing.
I take it back. Advertising is not stupid. It makes sense. It works. Whatever. But I hate that everything is based on views and clicks and
Yeah.
and watch time and people having and it's like just give me $5 on Patreon. But I like Patreon so much more because
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's nothing to do with social media. I fucking hate everything about the world, and the internet's pretty gay.
Definitely. The internet is definitely like all the stuff I hate about the world, but like more of it all the time.
And right at my computer where I'm trying to play Dark Souls 4.
You know, the
okay,
Facebook
I
is
was
just
pretty
getting
excited.
worse.
I was pretty excited to do this topic, and then coming here, I realized that there's nothing to say.
Yeah,
I mean,
no one cares about your
50
turnips,
minutes out
Munchie.
of
We've
it.
already talked
Fucking
about them.
God, why do you turn me into the A1 sauce? Don't put me on your burger. I can turn into solids. Please, just give me a chance. Let
What are
me
you
freeze.
talking about? Are turnips A1 sauce? Is that real?
Yeah,
right.
I made it. Please have some. Please drink
Are
it.
you, Mom? No. Are you fucking me right now? Is A1 sauce made from turnips?
I don't
No,
know, dude.
you
I don't
fucking
know.
fool! I deceived you yet again, you fucking Washington fat cat! You don't deserve to know real things! I'll only give you lies!
God damn.
All right.
You got fucking played,
social
dude.
media's gay. We all hate it, and it's fine. I want to talk instead because it's a terrible topic, and we should have never talked about
We
it.
got an hour out of it,
Instead,
all right? We can go to questions anytime.
well, instead.
You're right. Let's talk about Munchie's turnips.
No. I want to talk about like fucking RuneScape. RuneScape's cool. I went on
RuneScape
RuneScape
is social
and,
mean dude. You were
yeah.
chatting up cuties.
It's a multiplayer. Let's talk about MMOs. MMOs are huge, and it's like you talk to people and they're nerds. Sometimes you
God,
find out
what
that
isn't
they're like
social
30.
media?
30 years old, and they're like, whoa, wait, a 30-year-old can play a game? And that's like impossible. How are you like talking to me as if anyone could be talking to me? You're 30. Like that's the size of one of my parents. That doesn't make any sense. And then I'm like, okay, cool. I can talk to people of any age.
Story sounds like it's going down some dark roads.
But it's weird when you
Hashtag
realize
sex
that
with the
you can
young.
talk to people of like multiple different big ages and realize that they're just human. I think playing World of Warcraft made me realize that adults are people and that I would become one and I wouldn't change.
You know
You
what?
can also
one great-
interact with teenagers and realize they're not human.
That's true, man. And that's one of the great things about social media in
Garfield,
general.
A Tale of Two Kitties, Rape Me, Eddie Murphy.
Case in
all right,
point.
say case in point, Munchie. He's not a man. He's a beast. He's a beast. Social media is really good for getting past any kind of like normal social obstacles that would be in the way. And I met some pretty cool people who definitely would not have gotten to know if I like because they like live a million miles away thanks to social media.
This
you know?
entire time that we've been doing this podcast, I have had nonstop in my ear Facebook notification dings and
Jesus
dongs and
Christ.
beeps and boops going off from. It's gotten worse to not let you off of it, because even when you don't have it in a tab, even when it's not open, you'll still hear the notification beeps.
How is that possible?
I don't know how they do it.
That doesn't make sense.
I think
And now it got to a thing where like not only like a thing will come up on my desktop now of the notification.
You must have installed something.
You
must
fucked
have
up. You
something.
fucked. No, you fucked up.
Enable
There was
notifications, right?
there was a little thing. Some sites do this now that say, "Oh, do you want to allow this site to enable desktop notifications, which just fucks up everything?"
God, yeah.
And you have to turn it. You have to turn it off,
Maybe
otherwise you'll die.
Maybe I'd like to ask the internet if they'd like to enable my dick in its ear. How'd you like that? My puppy dog dick in your ear, skeeting on the internet, all over here. That's what I say to you.
Hey, is this social media Kaiser Permanente Duliexinite 60 milligram capsules? Is this social media? Because I'm gonna
sounds pretty
drink
good.
it all.
Oh, there he goes, folks. There he goes. He's taking the red pills. There. All right.
You know, I'll tell you the ultimate red pill.
I am Red
Isn't
Pill
it-
Munchie. I do not like social media. Please get rid of it.
Oh,
Right,
no.
Shut
I'm
up,
back, I'm ready
Sans.
now. I'm back.
I didn't
was a
like
brief
that
moment of
character. I did not
self-awareness.
like him at all.
Yeah.
I
hate
you know,
turnips.
I'll tell you the ultimate red pill. You know, isn't real life the original social media?
Oh my God, no! This is too black pilled. I can't look at that. I only see darkness.
Wait, what does that even imply? That real life is just as good or bad as Facebook?
Maybe it's that we spend all our lives trying to impress people. Like, okay, here's a red pill. Like, all men care about is tricking women into having sex with them. All women care about is tricking men into giving them resources. And our entire lives are based solely on those facts, and everything else is irrelevant bullshit. Just beating around the fucking bush. Randy, the red pills. Where are my red pills? I need them!
You know what I do like? Is that nowadays I can put in a good old video game and just go into a microphone for 4 hours, and people tell me that they enjoyed it, and I can feel so powerful. It's that shouldn't happen, but it does, and I thank social media for making people emotionless as voids of human beings that enjoy me just playing a video game. How
the thing,
stupid is that?
You used to have to go out and make a friend. Now you can just load up a fucking Let's Play, and you've got an instant friend, all prepackaged and ready to go.
So good. So good for my ego.
Here is the official Munchie stance on social media.
Okay.
People are vapid. People are valid. Connects people. Very cool. Awful. No value. Very value. Fun. Being not dead is a lie. That's the end of my notes.
It's Munchie,
just like Homestuck.
Yeah.
Everything Munchie says is like typed into Google Translate and translated back and forth from different languages like 20 times.
It's translated to ancient Mesopotamian, and I'm just I'm not even talking right now. I'm just transmitting these ideas directly into Audacity. And
somehow he's figured out how to do that in real time too, which is the really impressive part.
Yeah.
Very
well.
Good.
I could talk about this topic for 1,000 years because I hate social media with an intensity that rivals that of 1,000 vengeful gods, and I want to die just thinking about it. I want to die.
Jesse,
every aspect of it, every facet of it is bad.
I actually know how to fix social media. What if, you know how like there's like the text boxes? What if we replaced all of those on every website? Instead of them being boxes, they were cowboy hat shaped.
No, I'll tell you how to fix social media.
Control Alt delete.
This is what I would do. I would implement
my favorite
a law.
webcomic. Yes.
There needs to be a law for the entire land, for all the world. If anything you say, if 100 people have said it before, you are executed.
That's a pretty good rule.
Because I'm sick and tired of hearing the same jokes. I'm sick and tired of people just repeating each other and like thinking they're clever from saying the same shit, regurgitating memes. You know,
press one, guys. Press one in the fucking comments if you hate memes.
Oh,
if you hate
God damn it, you guys!
memes.
God damn it, you did it!
You know what? That really bugs me because sometimes I hear a joke somewhere, and then by the time it gets to my normal friends, it's gone through its phases of becoming boring and stupid, and it's gone to various websites like 9gag, I don't fucking know, and they catch onto it, and then they say it, and I'm like, well, I know that it's a joke to you, so I'm not going to make fun of you for saying it, so it's fine, but I still I just feel a bit bad. I just feel a bit bad about the fact that we see the same things. And nothing can be unique and fun anymore. That's why every time I make a joke, I make sure that it's I slave over it to make sure that it's not a meme. If any of my jokes become memes, I will kill myself.
Yeah, that's my curse. Everything I say becomes a meme because I'm too goddamn funny and cool, I guess. I can't not create new memes, and then people just repeat my own shit back at me, and I want to strangle them. I want to strangle everyone all the time who repeats anything that I've ever said. It's my jokes. You can't have them. And if you can't put in the effort to create your own original jokes, then you shouldn't be allowed to say anything that you even think is funny ever. You should be executed.
I agree. And, similarly, but a different take on that is like when you have a group or you have a joke in a certain group, like there's a lot of like 4chan jokes, like just say Pepe, for example. Pepe was a big dank meme, and then he just like other people started picking him out and like using him for different stuff. And Katy Perry tweets a picture of Pepe, and like it just gets out, and like the joke becomes diluted. And actually, this one has managed to survive by just escalating how fucked up Pepe is and just making people not want to use him anymore. That was good stuff. But like all the like Reddit constantly is stealing jokes from 4chan and just reposting it there.
Oh,
and it's obnoxious.
Yeah, my secret club is being infiltrated by other people.
Get out out! You fucking normies, get out of my secret club!
God damn it.
Turns out Nate was the real Pepe all along. His
Oh my
secret
fucking god, there's a
identity.
bird! There's a bird on my window! Oh, he's gone. That wasn't a joke.
Yeah,
That wasn't.
I
That
can't
that
tell
wasn't
if
funny.
you're launching into a bit or making a real observation.
No, that wasn't a
the
fucking joke.
same
That wasn't a
inflection.
joke. That wasn't a fucking joke. There was
I
it was a
believe
bird
you.
and he looked at me and he ran away because he was really scared. And he looked at me.
Well, it's probably scared because you just yelled that there was a bird.
It was the Twitter bird coming into.
Oh my god, no!
But it saw that we were onto it.
it
It saw
was
we were
Dr.
talking about
Foul
social
play.
media, and it
Yes.
ran away.
It was probably
Dr.
Dr.
Fowl,
Fowl,
we love
to be
you.
honest. Okay, well, I think
hold
we're
on,
good.
hold on,
Shall we
hold
go to
on.
questions? Okay. All right, fine. Finish your point, God damn it.
God, why don't we just put him in the oven and cook him till he's cooked? You fucking stick a fork in him, all right?
Go on.
Just one last thing. When I go to my friends and I really like them.
Hey guys, I'm Munchie. Let me tell you all about my new ghetto supernova butt beams coming out of the 8th chakra dimension of the fucking flibble flap.
Listen. Someone said to me the other day, "Funny Prozac clown makes me want to kill Christians windmill style," and I thought it was really funny, and I really liked it, and it made me laugh. Thank you, Kyle, for saying that to me, and it was really
Good
funny.
job, Kyle.
Thanks.
Shout out to Kyle. Big
Shout out to
fan.
Kyle.
Big fan. Okay,
All right,
questions.
questions.
Let's go to questions. But everybody remember, it's Twitter, @TP Crastinators. Ask us questions there on Saturday when we record this shit. Okay, let's see what we got here. First question by @Wienermeister says, what is a Chuck E. Cheese fun buck?
Oh my
Munchie,
fucking god!
tell us,
why,
please.
Why are
How did he
fans,
know that
why,
we were
why
going to talk
are
about
fans
Chuck E.
worthless?
Cheese?
why do they even watch the show if they don't know our official currency, the official PCP currency? We only
It's another
fucking
example.
use
Whoa.
Another example of social media being bad. You know, we have these fans that are not even good.
These
guys.
fans, they don't even watch the PCP in Chuck E. Cheese. Like, we keep telling them that they're supposed to. You can only
the
watch the
only way to
PCP
watch it,
in a
yes.
Chuck E. Cheese. That's the only time you're supposed to. And if
you
you
know
do it
what?
anywhere else, you're not doing it fucking right.
This question actually just reminded me of a point I did want to make about social media, and it's in regards to 4chan. It's just that my social media stuff is totally fine, but like I spend way more of my time just like anonymously browsing and posting on 4chan threads because I much prefer to be anonymous, and it's much more enjoyable to be like appreciated on the value of your ideals, in whatever context, or not your ideals, but your ideas that you put forward. Like it's way more enjoyable to succeed in like a pure meritocratic system like that. Okay, that's it. That's the whole point.
But fortunately,
Wait a minute.
Next
Are you telling me
question.
that you've been the 4chaner this whole time?
I am the 4chaner 666. That is
Oh
me.
my
I am
God.
the legendary villain who's been playing the PCP for generations. It was me all along, Jesse. It was me all
Put this
along.
on the wiki.
You're that son of a bitch who said all the wrong things on 4chan about the stuff I like.
I'm saying them all the time, dude. Right
Oh my
now.
fucking
right
god,
now.
Jesse! Oh my god! You want to die real quick? Hold on, let me tell you how you should do it. So I was on 4chan once. I'm sorry, but
that'll do
also
it.
Big mistake.
But also I saw a fucking WebM of one of your videos.
Whoa.
It was the Super
what?
Mario Bros. 3 one, and it blew my gosh dang gasket out.
Whoa, what?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
You're saying, well, like, I knew that, like, a bunch of my shitty videos are memes and, like, viral things. You telling me that my Super Mario Bros. 3, like, masturbating on the couch video,
Yeah.
that people actually, that
yeah.
is, like, a webim?
I saw it on V once.
Well, that's
Was it the
actually
whole
kind
thing?
of, that's actually,
I don't think it was the whole thing. I think it was just like 30 seconds of it.
well, that's pretty cool.
a
Well,
long
if it's the whole thing, I'm fucking pissed because that's freebooting and I'll kill everyone involved. But if it's just a clip with big fucking gigantic words on it that says this is it and it's just property goes there, then it's okay.
Yes. You need to put giant watermarks across all your videos. We
You're
all
not
need do
allowed to
that,
laugh
really.
at this unless you laugh at it on YouTube, on my channel, and subscribe, and Patreon me, Endless Jess.
Speaking of that, I actually, my Galco video has got a lot of views and shit, and it's like somebody posted like a 30-second clip of it on their Tumblr and got like 17,000 responses or something, and I'm like, that's my 17,000. Give them back. Give them back, guys. Come
Weaponized
on.
thickness, bro!
No, guys, shut up. Nobody.
He's weaponized
No.
thickness guy ever.
God, I feel, you know what? That video, like, going, like, as viral as it did makes me
Yeah.
so angry. Not just because it sucks,
Yeah,
but
Right,
because,
of course.
like, all of your other videos are so good,
Yeah.
Like that weaponized thickness meme. Everyone keeps repeating it. That's what I said before. People just repeat shit. It's so fucking annoying. It's so no one has any creativity, no spark of life to them. People just and it's like, God, there's so many things that you've said that are funnier than that line.
I know.
It's funny if you're like an 80-year-old who's never heard a joke before.
I've just like I
Guys,
guess
you
that
know
line
the
is really
show.
Reddit
Here's
or
what the
something?
show said.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And, you know, like, it's weird. I'm getting the sense that I think a lot of the reason the video was so popular is because it was passed along to, like, I mean, I don't want to jump the gun and be too
Social justice warrior
I mean,
fat chicks.
kind of like I like a lot of people I see responding to the thickness meme by being like, yeah, like because I also say like real women have curves. Meanwhile, like in context, we're talking about fucking Galco, like the sexiest woman in the world, talking to a literal child with like it's not that she's talking to like skinny bitches. Like, yeah, I'm big and beautiful. No, you're not. You're not. If that's what you got out of that scene, you do not understand what I was trying to say. So please, people.
Those SJW fat chicks, I used to think that SJWs were a force for good, but then the fat chicks started infiltrating their ranks, and they just tainted it like a cancer from within, a fat cancer.
Like, we just have ethics in our journalism, goddammit! All I want is ethics!
Damn you fat people! You ruined social justice! You ruined the movement! Now I have to go be a fucking alt-right Pepe memer man!
Guys, please draw fan art of me as Jabba the Hutt. I want that.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, I guess let's go to the next question. Okay, here's one. I don't know. This might be self-indulgent masturbation, but after Crafts Dwarf here, my buddy, a friend of the show, says, is there a PCP betting pool on the likelihood of Nate succeeding in Mia Mafova? Do you guys think I'm going to succeed? Do you think I'm going to fail? What do you think?
You've already basically failed, haven't you? Like the second one was like after midnight, right?
It was not. Look at the fucking date. It was on time. God damn it! They've all been on time so far.
All right. Yeah, I give that like 2 more days.
You think so? We'll see. Okay.
Sorry, I cut out for the entirety of that question.
Is Mamma Mia fuck-a-butcha?
This guy's like, is there a betting pool that Nate's gonna fail at Mia Mafova?
Nate, I watched the first one. And I was just like, all right, Nate's finally just going to make some vlogs. No, there's still a fuck ton of editing. I'm just like, what is wrong with you?
I know,
just
I can't
fucking
stop.
talk!
Like, I'm trying to force myself to stop. Like that, but it's very hard.
You're the new challenge for me and Matthew, you should just make it all in Windows Movie Maker. You have to make it in that.
That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do something like that.
Yeah, you'll still make cuts.
I will
and you'll do the thing where it goes all the different colors.
Yeah, half the video will just be in spectrum view, and it'll just be like flashing colors.
But yeah. By the way, teach me what spectrum view is, because that sounds awesome. I don't actually understand what that.
It's like, have you ever seen like in all the old Windows Movie Maker like AMVs where it like goes from like goes through the color spectrum, like it's all red, then it's orange, then it's yellow, then it's
my God,
like
awesome.
Like phases through all the different colors.
I really want to do that for like actual videos, but it's too difficult.
Yeah,
by the way,
Movie Maker has the
click
power.
in Windows Movie Maker.
We need to all get Windows Movie Maker. That's the end of it.
By the way, guys, if you want to know what Munchie sees the world as, like I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm like reverse blind. Like I see way too much that I'm not supposed to be able to see. And if you want to be able to see the way I see, you have to do this. Download Hit Film 4, like record your day, and then go in and you do the following: maximize contrast, crush blacks and whites, then turn saturation all the way up, and then go into audio and turn gain all the way up and add reverb. And that's what everyday life is like.
I thought
for me.
crushing blacks and whites is what you did.
Oh
all
my
day,
God,
every day.
I 100% believe you.
Fuck yeah, that was awesome.
Yep.
That was the best joke ever.
So it's the only reason I fucking live, dude. It's the only reason I fucking live.
That's the most like plausible Munchie theory. Like I totally believe that's how you see and hear the world.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if you mentioned, maybe I missed this, but I expect also some sort of like bug vision where there's like 1,000 of each image appearing on your vision, on your eyes at all time. Yeah. Something like that. Okay,
like
here's
bug vision, but it's all different images.
Yeah.
It's all the multiple realities that exist simultaneously being perceived at once. Of course.
I'm gonna call, bro. What can I say? I'm gonna call.
Okay, here we go. At Anna Allen, I guess. At Anna Allen 44 says, have any of you guys ever thought to go into stand-up comedy? Well, none of us really have any experience with stand-up comedy. Or,
none of us have ever
none of us
done
have any
that
interest
before
in that
whatsoever.
Wait, I'm a real comedian. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't want to be this. This isn't me. This isn't the real me. I'm going to get out of this one day. It's going to be a fucking a distant memory. I swear to God. I'll be a real boy. I'm going to be a real... This isn't me. I hate YouTube. It's not real. I hate social media and I hate podcasts.
You know what? I would love
This isn't what I was supposed to be.
You're right, dude. We all need to escape. I think I've thought about it. I mean, Jesse's actually done, so he's a real boy. I've just thought about it a little bit, and I like the idea of doing it because you're around actual human beings, and that appeals to me.
But Nate, how are you gonna cut between clips?
Oh no!
How are you gonna crush blacks and whites, Nate? How are you gonna crush those blacks and whites?
I'll bring my crowbar and see what I can do with that. But
crowbar's crowbar. And you'll fucking destroy the timeline
yes.
by killing many white people and
nobody
black
cares.
people.
All right,
Munchie.
Everything. That's enough Undertale references for one day, Munchie. Okay, nobody.
Oh
we've heard
no,
enough.
it's too much I care about. Along with Sonic 1 and social media, which I love, and I'm just the biggest poster child for.
Remember when we finally beat Undertale and like right at the end, like Asgore comes out and he goes, "Okay, that's enough Munchie references for one game."
That was pretty good.
And then Fly comes in and says, "Get on the ground."
Life is really the biggest Undertale of all. Okay, here we go. At Zombie Ninja Cow says, opinion on birds. Gay or okay, cool or drool? Good question, dude.
Definitely
Good question.
both cool and okay.
I think it's a combination of cool and drool.
You know what? Okay.
Birds are they're tight, they're sweet, they're hella good and hella nice too.
I drool whenever I see one. That wasn't a joke. I saw a bird at my window. I saw him, and he was fine.
The hunger
he was
pangs, man.
I drool at them because they are delicious and also sexually arousing.
Right, right.
And also they're birds.
All right, I'm hearing a lot of positive bird, propaganda going on here. I think you guys might be all Twitter sleeper agents with your fucking social media. Oh, fuck you. Okay.
Birds invented Twitter, and they can destroy it.
I'm gonna crack your poop.
Here we go. At Michael Sarah 4. Hey, Michael. I enjoy your content. Says, Nate, how do I become a strong boy? And you guys can all feel free to comment on this.
You eat rocks and shit gravel.
Yes! Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Here's how you do it. Nate, shut the fuck up and learn your place, you goddamn bitch.
Yes,
You get rocks and sharpen your mouth with them. You get the dirtiest rocks you can and just sharpen your teeth until you can bite off more. It's like Webkins, you know? You gotta crush some fucking heads so you can crush even more heads. It's like Cookie Clicker, only with rocks and teeth and grinding and destroying your enemies. You just have to make your teeth so sharp you can crack bones just by licking them with your fork-toothed tongue.
That's a good start. After that, just go to 4chan/fit, 4chan.org/fit. Read the sticky.
No, go to the
guides.
gym. Don't go to 4chan, you idiot.
Well, you got to get educated, or you'll go to the gym and you'll just fuck around and waste your time. So do like a little bit of research that you can come up with a plan. Just do starting strength. All right, just Google starting strength. Just do exactly that, and just by doing it, you'll be like, okay, I need to learn other things, and you'll figure out other shit you can do. There you go. There's your cheat sheet.
Rocks, dirty rocks.
Dirty
powerful rocks. Rock soup.
I play Wii Fit, and that's all I need.
I bought Wii Fit once, and I thought it was gonna be fun for I spent like $200 on the Wii Fit and all the accessories. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I thought it was gonna be really fun. God, such an idiot.
I'll Wii Fit this fucking rocket down your fucking throat. What do you think about that, you fucking government insider? You fucking neo-Nazi skinhead.
I got my drones patrolling. They're gonna defend me from that shit. Okay, last question. Here we go. At Miguel Achoans1, I think that's right, says, do you guys ever feel like doing YouTube isn't worth all the bullshit?
No, I've never had that thought in my entire life. I've never had any sentiment even close to that.
Oh.
I think not doing YouTube is probably a bad idea.
Well, YouTube has given me hope that I'll be able to do something more interesting than just code all my life.
YouTube has given you all the hope it's sapped away from me.
Yeah, that's definitely, I'd say so. It's because before I started doing any YouTube shit, I was just, doing my school shit. It was really boring. I was not really having a good time. And doing YouTube is what I enjoy most in life and just want to do it all the time.
Yeah.
So
I feel similarly. It's if I hadn't tried at all, then I wouldn't have any friends, and I would be really bad at talking still, probably.
Be worse, I'm sure.
So.
How many
there's
clothes do you think
advantages.
you can fit on your body and like have it still be comfortable?
Oh, I've done this. All of them.
Yeah, great, good job. You won. You won. You passed the test. I'm gonna send you to Antarctica.
Cool.
That's right. That's where you'll find my dad.
I did actually wear all of my underwear at once, just because I had a lot of it,
Were you able
and
to
it really
cut through
hurt.
Dude, every Thanksgiving, as your tradition, I wear my pants as a shirt and my shirt as pants. That's not a joke. I do that every year as tradition.
That's impressive.
Dude,
And I
I
sleep on the
disagree.
floor.
I'm only comfortable. The only clothes that is good as no clothes. The only time I'm comfortable is when I'm like butt naked, maybe socks, and like a big blanket, and I can like spread it open like a Mothman and be like, like capture girls in my wingspan and bring them in.
If you
Hit
see a
'em
man
up,
walking on the
.com
streets tonight,
/ .com.
yes.
Munchie, I must know. Do you have it so that the bottom of the t-shirt goes up, and then your legs go through the arms, and then your penis is dangling through the neck hole?
That's exactly how it is.
Oh, that's great.
Good
That's
job.
I love that.
Somebody
that's
draw
a
that.
Good.
Somebody
Yep,
Ukrainian
so-
draw that shit. I know you're on
guys,
this.
if you just draw me, then you will see PP out of the corner of your eye.
Oh God, you're gross. That's a sin. Okay, that's enough. Thanks for asking all the questions, everybody. Make sure you tweet us more at TP Crastinators next Saturday.
Support my
Retweet that shit.
watch sauce. I'm gonna remake Watchmen with sauce. That wasn't a joke. That's an actual thing I'm gonna be doing now. I hope you look forward to it. Every character will be sauce. Report to me which sauce you want to be who. I'm gonna put it A1. I'm gonna get all the sauce. I'm gonna get all of it in real life and actually get the film and like put it on actual real like millimeter film. I'm gonna put the sauce over it and it'll be really good, guys. Thank you for having me to support my book. Watch Sauce. Thank you.
Also, send
yes.
boobs to my Snapchat, the Hypocrite Man. That's the only social media I will be using from now on. Please.
Yes. Also, all sexy women, send me pictures of yourself, or alternatively, have sex with me. But Snapchat me at Nate Bestman? Yeah, do that. That's what I want.
Also,
all
everything
women,
that those
if you want
guys
to be my
said, but for
friend,
me and
don't
not
say
them.
you're a woman, and then I'll be your friend.
Wait, Jesse, what did you say?
Everyone, not them, but me.
Right.
What they
right.
said, but with me. All the
No,
women, all the
no.
money, all the girls,
I
all
said
the
it
good
first.
stuff.
I said it first. I get first
is
dibs.
First is the
all
worst
the women,
Gib. First
all
is
the
worst.
motorcycles, all the fancy sneakers. It's all mine, baby. I've
No.
got it. It's all.
No.
I'm hoarding it.
I'm
Watch
gonna
out.
try
No.
out
Don't
my
let-
new
don't let-
brand of shoes.
I refuse
What? No,
this
guys, protect
reality.
your fancy sneakers from Ben. He's a known sneaker thief.
Oh my
Watch out,
fucking-
he's gonna
that,
take.
that
Oh
was,
my God,
that
he's a
was the
sneaky
best thing
sneaker.
that ever happened to any of us all the time. Nate, please. I don't know if you ever said this before. Please bring it to the masses, guys. Make this a meme. Explain the sneaker story, please,
Do I?
Nate.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think this has been covered in something before. Okay, but I'll just tell it before we end.
Something probably, yeah.
So I had these fancy ass sneakers in college, and they were fucking dope. And I didn't bring them with me when I moved out to fucking Ohio. So they were still in Massachusetts in the closet or whatever. And so so when RadCon 2 happens, I believe, or maybe it was RadCon 1, I get to Digi's house, and I embrace Digi as a brother. And I turn the corner, and what do I see adorning the feet of this Judas Ben Saint? But my fucking immaculate sneakers, my fucking pricey ass sneakers. That when I say, Ben, why have you done this to me? Why have you taken what was rightfully mine? My poor sneakers. And he just looks at me. He's like, mom said I could have them. Mom said I could take them. They were my sneakers. She didn't have permission to give away my fucking sneakers. And Ben, to this day, insists that no wrongdoing was ever committed on anyone's behalf, and he will not apologize for the sin he has committed against me and our family. And until he does, I will have his blood. I will kill him.
Introducing a
There you
new
go.
brand of shoes by Munchie, minstrel shoes. I get Air Jordans and I cover them in minstrel sauce.
Is that what Robo Gupta wears? Is that how
Yeah.
he gets his tactical dancing
Yeah,
skills?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. It's
good.
tactical dancing for ninja footing. Fuck this.
Yeah, we're
Bye.
done. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
See you later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Don't come back.
Don't.
That wasn't me putting on the drums. That's
Oh,
a gunshot.
Munchie, I'm crapping my pants all over your turnips. I'm crapping on your turnips. I'm sorry, I can't help myself.
I'm stopping.
crapping my pants. I'm supposed to be crapping